What is up, guys? Dzeeff here, and today we have a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh video game to try out, Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Dawn of the Battle Royale. Now, I don't remember a ton about the Rush Dueling rules. I believe you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand at the start of every turn, and I also believe you are allowed to normal summon as many times as you want, but other than that, and I might even be wrong on those two, I don't know a lot about this format. That being said, in today's video, we are going to play a little bit of this video game's opening, and I'll kind of give my feedback and my thoughts about this new way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Real quick though, before we jump in, I wanted to tell you guys that today's video is sponsored by none other than Ridge Wallets. Ridge makes these awesome wallets. They come in all sorts of styles and colors. This is the carbon fiber option. They have a convenient money clip on the back. They can carry up to 12 cards. They're really just great wallets for yourself or for a friend, and right now is the best time to buy a Ridge wallet because through today, December 7th, if you go to ridge.com/Dzeeff and use promo code Dzeeff, you'll get 15% off of your order. That code is normally worth 10% off, but through today it is worth 15% off. So if you have been on the fence about buying a Ridge wallet for yourself or a family or friend, make sure to actually buy it today because you'll get that 15% off using promo code Dzeeff at checkout. Thank you to Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video. This is Goha number 7 Elementary School in Goha City. From schools to shopping malls. Yeah, we're just gonna skip all that and hope we can get to the dueling. I don't care about this story. I want to duel people. I don't know, I'm sure some people care about the story, but personally, I just want to get to the dueling, so I'm just going to press the A button as fast as possible. Wait, you can move around in this game? I thought it was just like a dueling game. Okay. So I guess I'm talking to this guy. This is like the main character. This is clearly not the type of game I thought it was. Yeah, I guess I didn't really realize that this was like a story mode type of game. A lot more so than like Link Evolution, where you just have like a little intro to each duel. This really does feel like you're supposed to walk around and talk to people and duel people probably, presumably at least, because at this point we still haven't dueled anyone yet. So not quite what I was expecting, although I do remember when this was revealed, them showing off some pictures of like an actual story mode. It's just been so long. I don't care about any of these people. Oh, ready to duel. We did it. We got to the dueling part of our dueling game. Okay, I only have one deck here, so we'll do this. I hope in our starting deck here we have some of those alternate artwork versions of older cards. That's one of my favorite things about Rush Dueling in general, is that they've updated a bunch of older artworks. That's really cool. I like the Skull Servant one. The Pot of Greed one's pretty nice. Okay, I had to move the camera because the hand is like in the bottom corner for some reason. So you still have 40 card decks, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't really sure about that, so it's not quite like Duel Links where you have a 20 to a 30 card deck. Okay, in the draw phase you can draw until you have 5 in hand, so I was correct about that ruling. Even when you have more than 5 cards in hand, you will still draw 1 card. Okay. Try summoning a monster from the hand. Okay. But there's only 3 zones, 4 monsters, and 4 spells and traps. So that is very much like Duel Links. So this kind of feels like a mix between Duel Links and Speed Dueling and the TCG, which is kind of weird. All monsters can be summoned straight away. Try summoning Magical Beast. Okay, let's see. Summon with 1100 attack or set with 100 defense. Yeah, I think I'll summon that card. I don't think that's a hard choice. So you can just keep normal summoning over and over again, which does go pretty well with the drawing to 5 cards at the start of your turn. It seems like, and I don't really know this because who knows what competitive Rush Dueling looks like, but I would imagine people would try to play decks where you can summon a whole bunch of monsters on the first turn so that on the next turn you can draw 5 cards, or at least as many as possible. It's so weird just like watching them go normal summon, normal summon, normal summon. Wait, attack with the 15 over the 1000. Why not attack over the 1100? I guess they're trying to teach me that they can crash. Okay, probably. Yeah, okay, so they're trying to teach me that they can crash. I'm now going to draw 3 cards for a turn because I only have 2 cards in hand. That feels pretty powerful. I don't know. I guess all the cards in this format are like pretty weak, I think. But it looks like we are going to be able to tribute summon this turn. We drew a level 6 and a level 7. So we can go for a 2000 attack monster. This card's artwork actually looks pretty cool. Oh, now we're summoning Max Raider instead of Axe Raider. It's like an upgraded form. That's pretty funny. I like that name. That's not quite what I was talking about earlier where I said there was like upgraded forms of older monsters. There are just like older cards in the Rush Dueling world, and those have newer artworks, which is pretty cool. But I like seeing Max Raider as well. It's kind of funny. Okay, so it's like a cool little animation for our Max Raider, although I covered up some of the text there. Max Raider, 2,400 attack points. Man, 2 tributes to get 700 more attack than the base monster. Yeah, the power level of the Rush Dueling format seems to be a lot lower than the TCG. I know at this point we're only in the tutorial here, but even looking at just the Rush Duel cards in general that have been released over the past like year or so, it seems like most of them are a lot less powerful than the cards in the TCG. I'll say the graphics look a lot like Duel Links, especially with the floating artworks there. It's a little weird coming from Cross Duel, which was a mobile game. That one had a ton of really cool animations for cards, but there were presumably less monsters in that game than there are for this game. And all of these are like brand new, where those are like older ones, so maybe they had a little bit of an easier time making their models. I am a little bit curious though how people are going to react to this, because this game is like $40 right now, and I'm not sure how good of a deal that is. Now, to be fair, Link Evolution goes on sale like every other month, so maybe with this game it'll go on sale as well, but would you be excited to see these graphics if you spent $40? I don't know. I spent $40 and I'm not sure if I'm that excited about the graphics, but we'll have to keep going here. I mean, the summoning animation was cool, and it does look better than Link Evolution, which was another $40 game, but maybe it could have been a little bit better. I don't know, it's kind of tough, especially since we've now seen Master Duel and like a lot of gameplay from that game. This just looks like so much less polished by comparison, in my opinion, but maybe people playing this game don't really care about that. This isn't really the same type of game as Master Duel, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Master Duel is all about the dueling. This one is more about the story and the dueling, so they had to spread their resources in multiple areas, I guess. I don't know. This is the new deck. I don't know how different this is from the old deck. This one seems pretty much the same. Oh, this one didn't have any spell or trap cards. Okay, so now we're trying out our new deck with spells and traps. Okay, maybe I should like pay attention to what they're talking about. It'd probably be a little bit easier to make it through here. We'll see if this goes any differently than the last time. I'm pretty sure this is all just predetermined tutorial stuff, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this game so far? For me, I'm a little bit like on the fence about it. I know people are excited to play Rush Duels in the sort of North American area, because other than this, you don't really have a lot of ways to play Rush Duels, but I don't know, it's kind of strange. Rush Dueling in general wasn't like the most exciting thing for me personally. I wasn't like super crazy about it when I saw it get revealed. This game does play pretty good, I will say that, but I mean, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh game. You guys probably already know how it plays. It's not that crazy. It hasn't changed that much over the years. And I will say one thing that's probably kind of weird about this game is that I wonder if people are going to get confused if they buy this game and think this is like what modern Yu-Gi-Oh looks like. I mean, if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a really long time, you might pick this up. It's like the newest Yu-Gi-Oh game, and you'll be like, wow, Yu-Gi-Oh is completely different. You know, you can normal summon 5 times, you draw until you have 5 cards in hand at the start of every turn. Oh, and all the cards look completely different as well. Do you think anyone is going to buy this game after not playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while and think that this is what current Yu-Gi-Oh looks like? I feel like that's a possibility, right? I don't know, maybe it's not. I've already seen comments from people in my own gameplay videos about the TCG where people don't realize that the Duel Links format and the TCG format are 2 different things. People have commented and been like, why are there 40 cards in your deck and stuff like that? And while some TCG players might want to laugh at that, it's like, no, I mean, you never know, right? Like, someone could have played Yu-Gi-Oh 20 years ago and they just saw an app on their phone that said Yu-Gi-Oh. How are they supposed to know it's a different format? I mean, Konami doesn't like make that very clear. You're just supposed to know if you actually play the TCG that, of course, Duel Links is going to have different rulings, but if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while, that might be a little bit more confusing, which I feel like might happen with this game. Now we have Duel Links and this game and speed dueling, and I do like having more formats for Yu-Gi-Oh, but how confusing will it be for returning players? I don't really know. And unlike Duel Links, where at least if you play that game and go to the TCG afterwards, a lot of the cards are still in the TCG, this one doesn't have a lot of overlap. I mean, there are some remakes of older cards, but in a lot of cases, the cards in this format aren't available in the TCG at all, which could be pretty confusing for people trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh. But maybe I'm just talking about stuff no one cares about. It's probably just supposed to be like a fun Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duel game, and people won't confuse it with the actual TCG. Draw 5 cards, by the way, for starting my turn. See, that's what's so crazy. Like, if you get all of your cards on the board on turn 1, or whatever turn it is, the next turn you'll draw 5 cards. That's like so insane. I guess this format does need like 40 cards in the deck, because if it was a Duel Links decks with 20 to 30 cards, you would deck out in like 2 turns. It'd be pretty funny. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. We got some effect monsters to add into our deck right here. I think we'll probably call it there for today's video, though. I think you guys have seen enough of Rush Dueling for one video. What do you guys think about this game, though? Have any of you bought it already? Have you played more than I have? I mean, probably some of you have, but will you buy this game after watching this video? I don't really know. Personally, I don't really care about the story too much, so this game might not be for me, but maybe I'll play it on like a live stream later on this weekend. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Goodbye.